And welcome back to the Rovi Jam, another edition every Thursdays, 10 p.m. UTC. We got Will and Iman here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, and Rovi, and Iman is here digitally.
Yeah,
he got
not fully digital, but yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess we're all digital right now, but yeah. So Iman got a little stick, but he's well enough to join me today. Of course, on the sticks we got TJ. What's up, TJ?
Hello.
All right. I see Neb, Trey. I see Oscar. We see Green Chauffeur. Thank you guys for joining. We got some updates for you all. I know a lot of people have been playing the Rovi game and seeing a lot of bugs in the challenges. Those are all being taken care of at the moment, little by little, squishing the bugs. So there's a lot to go over today for the updates. ISO. I wonder what that means. I mean, can you see that? I'm curious. Can you see the chat?
I can. I can see the chat. I can see the wonderful setup. First time I get to see it from this perspective, it's quite nice. Yeah. That empty chair, very sad looking. Oh no, dude! I see all my fixings. Yeah, dude. So my unused headphones, but yeah, it looks good, man. It's good to be still being able to be here, even though I can't be there physically. Huh?
Are your new items on the way?
Dude, they're still stuck in China, I'm sure. I don't know, dude. They've been there for like a month. We're trying. We're trying to get some good meme content on those shelves.
Yeah. So we're here on the post Elon Twitter era, and Twitter has drastically changed, at least from my view. Iman, real quick take. What do you think? Are you going to pay for the blue check or not?
How much is it? $8? Probably, dude. How could you pass that up?
Yeah. Yeah, we're just having a debate over here on whether or not people are going to pay for it, and I'm thinking they will.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's the argument against it? It's just it dilutes the value of it.
Yeah, it's like if you have a blue check mark, you have clout, and once people can just buy it, then it's like there's no more clout.
Yeah, so what does it become? If it's not a clout device, then what is it?
Well, it becomes a verification device now, the blue check mark, which that was its original intent, right? I don't think people
It's just to weed out the bots, right? Like bots aren't going to pay $8 each for a check mark.
That's right.
It's fine with me, dude. That's more value to NFT clout, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. It's like people will pay for that check mark, just like people are paying $1,000 for NFTs. So it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, so it's going to make PFPs that much more valuable since they're already integrating it. Now Instagram's integrating NFTs, and everyone wants to be part of the club, it seems.
Yeah, so it looks like Meta has integrated Instagram with NFTs from the Polygon network. So Polygon seems like they might run away with this second layer and even the ZK stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think they've already ran away with it pretty much. If this is all the proof I needed.
Yeah, I totally agree. But anyways, we're here
to talk about the right one, dude. We chose the right one. Very happy about that.
We did. So yeah, that means the Rovi assets on Polygon network, they will persist even longer since Polygon is taking over Web 2 as we speak. And it's probably going to penetrate even further than that. All right, I'm looking at the chat here. Neb says Iman in isolation. ISO. That's okay. I got.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Lovely. What's going on, Lovely? You got Greensh for saying people pay for Nitro already. Yeah, Nitro's more expensive. I think $99 a year. What is that? Almost $9 a month. Have Matic because of Rovi. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So slowly but surely, people are onboarding to the Polygon network. It's going to be interesting. Polygon running away with it, I think, is bullish. And since everything's low, I think everybody knows what that means. Time to load
Was it
up.
on what, Polygon?
Polygon, yeah.
Oh man, how high do you think it should be? Let's do a little bit of speculating, dude.
Oh, well, at its peak, it went to like $3, I believe. And so that was when Meta, I think Meta was already testing it at that time. And I think Meta, at least the rumors, contributed to going to $3. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it could reach a minimum at those levels in the next bull run.
Yeah, but do you think it should be like top 3, top 5, bit bigger than Binance Coin at least?
Damn. I would
I mean,
say top 10. I would say top 10 just because so many people are going to be using it, right?
dude,
So
I'd say top 5, dude. You're
Number
talking
11 right now.
billions of users, dude, using on the Polygon network. That's pretty fucking insane.
yeah, let's
You
check that out. So
know? Yeah, dude.
number 11 is Polygon. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right, dude.
Nice one.
96
Yeah.
cents. Yeah, number 11.
What a bold prediction,
Yeah,
Mo.
right. It's gonna move up one level. So right now it's at 8.5 billion, and number 10 is at 11.1. So bold prediction on my behalf. We're gonna move up one level here. So yeah, let's get into the Rovi stuff. So of course we have the Popes to give away. We're gonna do that in about 20 minutes or so. And then we have NFTs to give away as well. So make sure you join our Discord for all of that. And let's get into the updates. So recently you guys have been testing the latest iterations of the Rovi game, and that includes the challenges. So here are some of the items that were fixed recently. So make sure that you don't see these errors again or these glitches again. And if you do, let us know, of course, in Discord. But we've removed non-updated hologram locations from the side list and challenges. So I think one less location today. I think there was 29, now there's 28. So I guess that landowner fell asleep. Another one that was fixed was bugs that were causing the server crash. So we got that squished. Another one, challenge progress bars don't go past the max amount. So that was a UI little bug. A new one, we have golden banner displayed when challenge completed. So it's pretty clear once you complete a challenge, you see a gold banner show up.
Nice.
Challenge DXP lube is now rewarded at midnight UTC reset. So new as of today, after after the midnight UTC reset, you'll be able to learn DXP. So once you
Oh
earn,
shit.
yeah, now this is finally.
There we go.
So now we can drop that trailer that we dropped a month ago, man.
I was about to say the same thing, dude. Release the trailer, dude. It's about time.
Yeah,
Dahlia.
yeah,
I guess in 2 hours, right? Post that
yeah, in
on
2
Twitter,
hours.
dude. It's DXP claiming time.
Yeah, so we can
That's what's
schedule
up.
that, and I'm sure guys, test it out at midnight UTC. Make sure that you can actually earn the DXP. There's probably going to be glitches here and there, bugs to squash. So let us know in the Discord. Next one, a new one. Rovi Dashboard Rewards now has DXP claim box. So UTC tonight, at least you'll be able to earn DXP, and then later on you can actually claim the DXP. Another one, Rovi Dashboard Profile Box now has DXP amount displayed. So some UI updates. In-world hologram list now has stars for medium challenge locations. So what does that mean, Corv? In-world hologram list now has stars for medium challenge. Oh, I see. So if it has a star, it's part of the medium challenge. So make sure you visit the star locations. And then another one, in-world HUD now displays inventory DXP amount. So I think it displays how much you've actually claimed or you've just earned in total. So that's going to be important because if you don't know, you can spend your DXP to get the glitch enemy eggs, and then you can upgrade those eggs and then stake them into a glitch gate. All right. Rovi game economics. Let me see here. Rovi game economics upcoming changes. All right. So during alpha lube is equal to 10 gears. So during alpha lube equals 10 gears. When
That's
PvE
today,
is
dude.
released, yeah. So when PvE is released, we'll go into beta. Okay, yeah. So right now, whenever we release the PvE element of the game, we're going to go into beta. Lube will turn into a claimable asset. Okay, and then gears will only be earned by defeating glitches during beta. Okay, all right.
So you won't be able to
So
claim gears with lube anymore. Like you're gonna have
that's
to
correct.
actively earn it by completing PVE challenges. Is that what I'm understanding?
That's correct. So,
Ooh,
this is you
that's a
guys
big
got your
change.
full notice. You can earn lube for gears during the alpha stage, but once we move into the beta stage, meaning the PvE is now released, then you can no longer exchange gears for lube. So that's the big update.
That's a big one,
Okay.
dude. That's a whole
Yeah,
shift. But yeah, I guess it makes sense because we're shifting into a new phase of development, and the alpha is very important, right? It's the foundational stage to
that's
the
right.
Rovi
That's
verse. So all you participants got great rewards for doing so. For contributing that service to us, iron out all these bugs and kinks before like the I guess the beta comes live, dude, which is the next almost the main show. What's
right.
after beta? I mean, full release.
Yeah. Full release. Yeah.
That's what's up, dude. So
Yeah. So Greenspur is right though. He corrected me. It's I mean 10 lube is 1 gears.
hmm,
That's correct. You're
what'd you
right,
say?
Greenspur. I said 1 lube equals 10 gears.
Oh wow, no,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
Yeah. You're right,
That
Greenspur.
would be nuts. But yeah, we
Um
don't have a timeline yet on when PVE is going to be entering its beta phase, right? So, like you said,
yeah,
this is your notice to continue your actions as status quo, to
that's
your
correct.
to your maximum benefit. Because
That's correct.
it could be in couple of weeks, a few weeks, maybe a month or two. We don't know yet, but this is the time to be grinding gears because once PVE rolls out, it's going to become much more difficult, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally right.
Difficulty is the key
With
word.
PvE, yeah, we have a couple of things to complete for the PvE. We need some gameplay mechanics to iron out, and then we got some
More
animations to
testing.
iron out as well. More
Yeah.
testing. So we got a minute, but nonetheless, this is your notice that things are going to be changing as far as like the economics goes.
Yeah.
So let's continue here. Defeating glitches will also drop loot material. So here comes the different loot material that you're going to earn so that you can start upgrading your Rovi and or glitch. All right. Spend lube at Rovi Metas. Supercharger charges up your Rovi. I think everyone's well aware of that. And remember, I guess spectating and also playing the PvE, it depletes your Rovi charge. So the supercharge is going to be fundamental to the gameplay here. Glitchgate, spawn glitches for Rovies to defeat. Fabricator, spend lube plus gears plus loot to craft accessories. Pretty straightforward. Reinforcer, upgrade game metas, lube plus DXP, which upgrades your glitch eggs. Lube plus gears upgrades glitches, and then lube plus gears plus glute upgrade Rovies. So lube, gears, and loot upgrade Rovies. All right, man. So I think that
That's a lot.
covers all. Yeah, man. Somebody's been going ham on these updates, and I know that there's still some bugs out there that people are discovering. I think Zach King was asking, when will Gears Rewards claim be fixed? Last 2 days, it's been broken for me. So I would try again, Zach, to claim it and let me know in the chat if you can do so. But it should be fixed. I think people have been claiming it successfully recently. And I think the reset happens in about 2 hours. So remember, reset, now DXP is being earned. So yeah, that's the updates that we have for you guys. And there's a lot of stuff to kind of break down here. We are so the new ones. Let me see.
So we're
I
literally
wanna
a
zoom
couple
in.
hours away from DXP closed loop, right?
That's correct.
Wow, that's
Well,
cool.
DXP. So this is the start of the closed loop, man. Because you earn DXP, you have to spend it on a egg.
Yeah. True. So it's not fully closed yet until you get that sync online, correct?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But nonetheless,
So
like still,
yeah,
yeah.
and also you can upgrade your glitch eggs. You need lube, which you can earn spectating to earn. Challenges, right? You're going to need to complete your challenges to earn DXP. And lube plus DXP allows you to upgrade your glitch eggs. And so the more you upgrade your glitch eggs, the higher the level the glitch ends up becoming. And then we're going to have to balance where all these like level glitches go into the glitch gates. So, man, for those of you entering this new economy, you got a lot of homework to do to understand everything that I just said because I said glitch like 3 times in a single sentence.
Yeah, this is definitely a common problem, but it's okay because
Yeah.
this is why it's a closed like ecosystem. Not really. I mean, it's closed enough, right, to where we're not selling any Rovies yet. I've seen people asking when are we going to sell more Rovies. And I
Yeah.
think we've told them. Is it after PVE launch or right before? I think it's right before, which makes the most
It's right
sense.
before the PvP launch. Yeah.
Okay. And then Greenshipper is asking, do we know roughly when we can start buying these eggs? That's a good question. I think
So it's not too long after. So I think once we fix some of these bugs, after you're able to claim DXP, pretty soon after that you can get glitch eggs, and of course
now
everything's going to be on the public.
will they be immediately hatchable or will they just be stackable? Like you just starting to stack eggs, and at some
Uh,
point we'll have like a grand unveil day once they're ready to unbox.
yeah.
What do you
So
think?
there's going to be steps to this. So I think it's going to be
Yeah,
stackable, and then it's going to be upgradable, and then it's going to be hatchable,
nice. I like those
and yeah.
steps.
So yeah, yeah,
plenty
because
of
it's a big
plenty of
event.
hype, plenty of hype building potential. That's what I like. So we got the
Yeah.
stacking, we got the leveling, and then the hatching. I'm cool with that, dude.
And then the
Write those down.
staking
Oh yeah,
after that.
those. That's right. The staking. Yeah.
The staking, yeah. Yeah, because the hatching is gonna be a big deal because you get to see your glitch all like crazy looking, right? We've seen
Oh
perfect
yeah, of
glitches
course.
only, so
Well, don't you remember like the Rovi unbox day? That was fucking great, dude.
yeah,
I wasn't present
yeah,
during that. I think I was like in the hospital or something. But I remember
yeah,
being on the phone and listening to everybody like unboxing
yeah,
their Rovi superchargers. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
I
yeah,
saw like all the videos and stuff. That was freaking cool. That was probably one of the most memorable moments for sure. So
yeah,
if we could somehow recreate that for the glitches, that'd be pretty cool. You know?
yeah. I mean, every single hatching, and then of course the unboxing of the Rovies. People purchasing these new Rovies are all going to be unique, right? So every little purchase is going to be interesting to kind of see
Of
what the
course.
outcome is. So Oscar says, "Yeah, that's right. Buy, upgrade, hatch is the sequence. Then later, delegate glitches to a land with the glitch gate." Yeah.
Perfect.
So
This
yeah,
exactly.
we got a few more steps to go, but we're inching closer day by day. All right,
Grace
let
for
me see
asking,
what
will
we.
eggshells be good for anything? Meaning, like, are they going to be metas of any kind?
Well,
Not that I'm aware of, dude, but
we,
it doesn't sound like a bad
we think
idea.
about that. Yeah, we think about that often, but I believe we're just as soon as you hatch it, like basically the egg is gone. It's kind of wasteful because somebody designed this 3D model, you know.
Yeah.
But maybe we can allow it to be deployed at least as like a visual element that you've earned
Hmm.
this.
Like a flex, all these like
Yeah,
eggs,
yeah.
just
Imagine all these eggs all open.
yeah,
You
just
walk
plant them
into the
all over
land
like
and like
P Dub's land.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be a good flex.
that'd be a good idea actually. As like, especially if you're almost like advertising in a way, just like if you're hosting a good glitch ground for PvE. Well, I guess the glitch gates would be if you have a bunch of gates deployed. That's kind of enough intel, right, for Rovi operators. Like, yeah, there's probably a lot of action here. But if you had a
Exactly
bunch of
right.
stacked eggs in the same location too, it'd probably be like a good indication of you know, glitch activity.
Look
Yeah.
like something out of Alien.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking about.
Oh,
It's kind of
being
like the
trained.
holograms. Like the more holograms you see, like the more you expect, right? The more obviously the more rovies can be deployed, so the
Yeah.
more activity that zone can host. So it's kind of like the same. The more eggs, the more action, more PVE action. I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, and there should be some sort of indicator on top of the glitch with like a little icon of the egg, and there's like a number next to it. It's like
Hmm.
15 delegated, and that way you know that you got a lot of enemies to battle there.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, all that should help for sure.
So Zach King, definitely go into our Discord and send a DM to Corv, and he'll help you with claiming. Yeah, there he is, Oscar. DM me your ETH address. There you are. So yeah, it's been a crazy week. I was just gonna say that Thursday, it feels like it's been a month since we have gotten online to chat with everybody. That's what it feels like. I mean, people have been dealing with sickness. TJ, I mean, it's been out. It's
Oh yeah,
been
dude. How's your tooth doing, TJ?
Much better.
Really?
Much.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, dude.
so
That's great
it
to
was
hear.
worth the torture then.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
But
man.
it does feel like a long time, dude. We got in that routine and kind
Yeah.
of missed you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. It's like freaking life hits you sometimes. It's coming for you too, Will. Don't worry, you'll get there.
Yeah. Well, I just remember, I mean, I think it was a month ago that I got sick. So
Yeah.
I was down
Yeah.
for a week.
Yeah, hopefully your immune system's like on full fire still. It's like ready to fight off anything. I thought mine was too, but I was wrong.
Yeah.
It's very low.
Yeah. I prevented you from coming into the studio just for that. I don't
Yeah, it was
trust my
probably the
immune
right
system.
move. It was the right move. Even though like I feel decent enough, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I have like little plagues like sitting around me, like an aura of plague, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd be right there spitting my hot breath all over you. So you
Yeah.
definitely would have gotten it. We can't lose you, dude. I'm very
No,
losable.
yeah, man. I'm like freaking Jordan over here every
That's
day,
right. You
dude.
slamming dunks with the fever. It's like fuck it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get back into it. We do have a podcast to post on Saturday, and after that, we're out of podcast. So, man, you better, I don't know, do some push-ups or something.
I
Sweat
told
it
you I'm
out.
feeling, dude. I'm okay. I could have been
Yeah.
there today, but you didn't let me come. So I'll be there. Are you saying you want me to come on Saturday? I'll be there, dude.
Yeah. What does that? What does that say? I missed it. We cannot. Yeah, we cannot lose you, man.
Thank you, Green Chauffeur. I'll be sure not to freaking perish, I guess.
Yeah.
Since you need me.
All right. Let's get this glitch Pope claiming going. I have to activate one button, and then you guys can jump in there and claim your popes. So it was, I think, about 2 weeks ago. We requested a pope like over the weekend, and we were just, I don't know, ignored. And then the day after the event, they end up showing up. So this time they came in on time, so there's nothing to worry about. And I'm going to activate it right about now. So jump into Decentraland, PDubs land. Oh, damn, there's quite a few of you in here. Let me expand this. Okay, there we are. All right, we got Bob Lorian. Oh man, we got some wearables for you guys coming out pretty soon. Dahlia did one. It's well, I don't know if I want to unveil it. Dahlia, what do you think? Should we talk about your latest wearable or wait for it to be actually pushed?
No.
No. That the answer. Whoa, look at this! Look at this guy. Who's this?
Yo, look
TNT?
at that dino.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so good.
Dang, that's such a good idea. Yeah, so make sure you can claim your Pope. Let us know in the comment section below, or comment section in the chat. Let me know if you can claim it, and then we can kind of move on. Actually, let me do it. So, man, I don't know if you caught the Astros game, but a no hitter. What do you think?
I did catch that, dude. But I think we're literally the only people in this chat who cares.
Yeah. What the hell is the Astros?
Yeah, screw the Astros, dude. But
Almost.
let's see. So what did I miss in DCL, dude? I'm sure I missed something the last few days.
Well,
Somebody let me know what I missed.
Decentraland made a tweet recently, like talking about, I forget the name of the team, but they came out with this like shoe thing that Pepe God was using. The shoes, I believe it's called, and then you can create cinematic like videos in Decentraland. Do you remember that?
You talking about? Oh yeah, that tool. I don't know if Decentraland made that. I thought it was a third party like thing.
Oh, it's a third party, but they. What I'm saying is Decentraland either tweeted it or retweeted it. I can't remember.
Okay. So that's that thing that where you go pretty much fly, right? And get like all these
Yeah,
multi-angle shots, like a drone shot.
Correct.
Nice.
So
Well, we're definitely gonna have to start
now,
using that, dude, for sure.
yeah, we have to. We have to because I think that's the best way to represent like everything that we're doing here. Maybe
Yeah.
now with that we can actually showcase like some land locations, like all our landowners, all their unique locations. So that's going to be the tool that we use. And I think if I remember correctly, because I read the docs, you need to have a Windows computer in order to use it.
Damn,
Of course.
sucks for us.
But we got a Windows computer though. So
That's right, we do. I know, I'm thinking about it.
yeah.
Nice. So we're not totally out of luck here.
Ryan, or say Ram Sig. It says, I
Mhm.
missed the raffle and the Pope. No, you have not. Go ahead and jump into Decentraland at this location. Hold on. It's the location is 7-35. Maybe Dahlia will share a link with you on the chat. Jump in there, activate this glitch gate. This enemy will drop out, and then click on its head 10 times. It'll drop, and then you can claim a Pope.
Did we ever
And
reduce the difficulty for that for Neb?
no, we have not.
Dang it, dude. Why? Why not just one click? Is that not enough to deter a bot? Let's go, dude.
Maybe you're right. Maybe one click is enough.
I think it is, dude. Come on, dude.
But I'll give you guys a warning, though. These things tend to go by pretty fast. I don't know if there's like a Decentraland gang out there, but they claim these in masses, like
Really?
relatively quickly. Like within the day, like all 150 or so are gone.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, so it's not difficult enough, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to make it even harder. Did you hear that, Neb? Difficulty
Yeah.
increase incoming. God dang it.
Yeah, so Green Chauffeurs knows what I'm talking about. It's called The Shoes. Is really awesome. And it is super OP for making trailers. I totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah, Davcraft's been making some hot trailers lately. Everybody has. Everyone's stepping up their marketing game in Essential, which is good to see.
You know what? And it
Everyone's
comes
really
with
trying,
tools.
dude. They're really, really trying hard. I've been
That's
reading a lot
because
of like threads and stuff of people like, hey, why did you, for those of you who came and left Decentraland, why? And I think like half the responses were people who tried to, make some kind of revenue for themselves through whatever activity, and none of them could. That to me was the consensus that stuck out to me the most. It's like, man, it's like I like Decentraland. I really want to like make my time spent in Decentraland valuable, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. So I left Decentraland. Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much to me the most obvious thing, right?
Yeah.
That's why people don't stick around. They rather, go DGen in some DeFi platform or some like PFP project with something that has like a little more lucrative potential. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's
Well,
what
we've
we've
seen a
always
good
been trying to solve. Hmm?
and I agree. We've seen the example that when a tool comes out, just like the shoes, people leverage it, right? People just need tools in order to make cool stuff, right? So that's always been our premise and our thesis as well. And so that's part of the stuff that we're trying to solve with everything that we're doing.
Yeah, and you can't expect everyone who comes to Decentraland to be, you know, the entrepreneur type. Not everyone's trying to make a buck, right? But some people are,
Yeah.
and those people who are trying to make a buck, usually they have to. Their goal is to create some type of product or service that's going to keep other people around who are trying to spend a buck, right? That's how economies work. You got the entrepreneurs come in, they build the value economy, and then the citizens will come in to spend their worth, their time and
Yeah.
money to
Yeah.
enjoy those products and services that are created. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, when it comes to creating products and services in Decentraland, it is not easy, right? So,
Yeah.
and then we
Definitely
got
is
everyone
not.
in the DAO arguing over like marketing stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's what I've been seeing. Most of the
You know
arguments in the
what?
DAO is like marketing funding proposals.
Yeah, there's a lot of contention out there in the comment section on some of these DAO proposals.
Oh yeah,
Um, I don't
gets
know.
heated out there in the bear market, dude. Now everyone's like, "What the fuck?" You
Yeah.
know, in the bull market
Yeah.
though,
I mean,
nobody cares. Like, dude, take whatever you want. Like, we got so much to give, but now it's money's tight. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
DAO
sure.
funds are tight.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's going to be a couple of other updates towards the end of the month that we're going to be making as well, and so stay tuned for that. We're going to make like a formal preparations for this such announcement. But yeah, we got a couple of things to iron out before we do that. A lot of
Cool.
changes are coming as well, so I'm going to be as ambiguous as I possibly can. But yeah, so we're gonna see a very different update here coming up within a month or so. But it's all good though. It's all good news. So stay tuned for
Alexandra
that.
says, "What's happening to Gala Games? Are they getting exploited? That would be pretty rough,
Oh,
but not.
Alexandra.
That would be very expected. Everybody gets exploited at some point, even
Yeah,
projects as big as Gala."
I haven't seen anything weird with Gala, but let me check their token price. 'Cause if anything's happening, it's gonna be reflected on the token.
Possibly. Yeah, it feels like a big one, a bigly one,
Yeah,
like that
they're down
Ronin hat.
17%. Oh, show
Oh, they
that,
are.
TJ.
Oof.
Yeah.
Big
So
oof.
quite the hit. So definitely looks like a hacker of some kind.
Oh, here we go.
Let's
Good
check out their
old
Twitter.
good old bear market, dude.
Well, it looks like they haven't said anything.
Solid strategy. Just ignore it.
Yeah, right. No, I'm sure the alarms are being sounded right now at galas. Like what?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh well, pretty soon they're gonna tweet something. You know that for sure. So we're gonna keep
Yeah,
an
we'll
eye on
definitely look
this.
into it. If it's a worthy enough story, we'll probably make a video about this soon. Because
Yeah,
we've
I mean
covered
galas.
Gala a lot in the past. Gala is a very interesting ecosystem. I think they are the closest thing to like a Web3 Steam. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, we
they're a
definitely.
lot like us. They made a bunch of first party content and they were really successful with a lot of the stuff that they made.
Mhm. Yeah, they built like an infrastructure platform first, and then yeah, you are right. They are a lot like us. They realize there's a lot of Web3 infrastructure to be in place to build like
Yep.
Web3 games. So they provided the infrastructure layer to that,
Yep.
tokenized it, distributed the node network, and then
That's right.
they built games on top of it because I guess it's in order to prove your Kool-Aid's worth a damn, you got to like drink it yourself. So they built some games using
Exactly.
their own tech layer, and those games panned out decent enough, I guess. They attracted new third-party developers to create their own games, and now they have this booming ecosystem, dude. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's exactly what Steam and Valve did, dude. It's like a mirror story, you know.
Yeah, and their market cap right now is at 238 million. At their peak, man, this was in November 2021. Everybody's
Yeah.
peak, I would say, 5.4 billion.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
pretty juicy.
that's quite the number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's kind of move on here. So, all right, we got a gala scare. We have Popes distributed. Pretty soon, we're gonna have the NFTs to give away here in about 10 minutes or so. And I want to hear some feedback from the community in the chat here as to your experiences so far with challenges. Is there anything that we need to change as far as the challenges go? And because right now, even though like it's still pretty early in the kind of game development phase, that there's mainly just one activity, and the challenges are not varied. But as soon as we release additional parts to the game, challenges are going to be more varied, and there's going to be different flavors of difficulties as a result. So, but for now, other than the bugs and glitches that you guys found, how have people responded to these challenges? Good thing, bad thing, need some changes. What do you guys think?
Yeah, don't be shy if it was completely nightmarish and horrible for you. Just let us know because we need to know those details.
Yeah, for sure. So Trey saying, I like the challenges are all different. Yes. And they're going to be much more different once additional parts of the game are released. Greenshipper says good things. Looks like Trey, no forks, all butter. Nice. Yeah. So it looks like a pretty positive sentiments. What about the delegates? Greenshipper says they were rough a few days ago, but after it's all working properly, they were happy. Okay.
Nice. That's what we like to hear, dude. Yeah, everything's gonna be rough at the start. That's kind of like the purpose, right? It's to test things out, make them better. So as long as that's the path, then we're all good, dude. Things are working out just as planned.
Yeah.
And yeah, based on last week's roundtable call, you guys are all still in alignment, I guess. With we asked some big questions about like as far as target demographic for Rovies. Once it's a much more mature game, I think we got into the discussions over like DXP usage, right? I think that was towards the end, and I think we got a
Yes.
consensus on that. So it was a pretty productive call, which this is why we need to do it more often, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I think once we get towards like the deeper parts of the PVE development, that's whenever we need to like really like iron in on little details. You know what I mean? Just because
Yeah.
that's the thing. I mean, we're gonna roll out things no matter what. They might not be optimal. They're probably all gonna be changed in the future, one way or another. But nonetheless, it's good to like combine our heads together to roll out the V1 version as optimally as we can, right? Just to mitigate as much
Yeah.
future drama. You know what I mean?
I remember the next
As
day
we've
after
seen.
that call, Iron Man practically walked into the studio with a Blizzard shirt on, because of P Dub. P Dub
Yeah, that was
claimed,
wild, dude.
yeah, Blizzard.
Oh my god. Yeah. Speaking of that, who was it who shared that picture of like the delegates grinding?
Oh
Uh
yeah,
was that Green Shiffer? One of you guys shared a picture that was like
man. Let me see if I can find it.
literally was like a mind blower for me. So much so I had to share it with my normie friend group.
Look what
Just
we've done.
because all my normie friends used to play World of Warcraft way back in the day, right? So it's like, dudes, what does this
Yeah,
remind you of? It was a picture of a Rovi,
yeah,
like a Rovi delegate layer, I think, which is
yeah. Here it is.
awesome to see.
Green Chauffeur shared this tweet. Dedication and work ethic is insane with the Rovi community. Real champions. Check that out.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm going to
You tell me,
speculate
Will.
here.
What's your like heartfelt reaction to this image? What do you see
Well,
here?
certainly I was surprised, and seeing this setup, yeah, it really surprised me. And then I was thinking, I was like, well, there could be some negative outcomes to this to a certain extent. And I was thinking, well, how are these guys? They have what, 1, 2, 3 computers here, and they have like multiple screens. I was like, how are these guys coming in here multiple like screens? And I was thinking, it's like, okay, maybe they're running virtual machines. And I was talking with TJ, and he had the same thought. And so this is something that we have to like consider in terms of the design, because we know that this happens. This happened in World of Warcraft. It
Mhm.
happened with Decentral Games.
Mhm.
This is a pretty common strategy. So we need to think through from a technical sense. How do we mitigate potential, exploits from these folks battling each other in the PvP, for example? So there's ways
Mm.
to do it for sure, right? There's matchmaking. There's all kinds of ways, right? So all these thoughts ran through my mind as soon as I saw this.
Well, I'm glad that you had those thoughts, dude, because I thought nothing but beauty here. I didn't think of anything like, damn, this needs some regulations
Yeah.
ASAP. You know what I mean? But I'm glad you brought that up. Now we got to talk about these things. But nonetheless, all I saw was like the aesthetic of it. Just no longer is like the Rovi community just numbers on a screen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you can actually put like a pulse to it. Like these are actual people like playing the game. Like you could see
Yeah.
it now. I mean, yeah, the people are on the screen, but obviously they're there, right? Or
Yeah,
else
for
this
sure.
setup wouldn't be there. Like this is a very coordinated effort to, I guess, based on the information you've gathered, potentially exploit the game.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, they're playing and contributing and participating like in group. To me,
Yeah.
this is beautiful. You know, like this
Yeah,
is
to
great.
me, I totally agree. This is a beautiful image, and not because, there's potential exploits here, but even people who exploit smart contracts or games, they actually help, the network, right? Improve, solidifies, increase the security, all those things. We can't increase the security arbitrarily. We need people penetrating the system in order to increase the security, right? So
Yeah.
all these things are good. But our job is to make it fair for everybody, as fair as we can possibly make it technically. And so
Yeah.
that everyone has, an equal chance to battle each other fairly, right? So,
Yeah, I totally
yeah,
believe that. Yeah, the
this is
last
good.
thing you want is like this type of activity to snowball into a false representation of what the ecosystem truly like the value within it, right? If it's just like 80% of the network is controlled by, I mean, a singular entity, you know,
Yeah,
like that's not going to be
yeah,
good. That's not going to be good for the longevity of the ecosystem. At some point, if we do implement these regulations too late down the road, that's whenever you're going to see, you know, a
right.
potential like a sell-off event that you can't recover from. You know what I mean? So these are things. Thank you, Green Chauffeur, for putting this into into our, I guess, consciousness. Things that we need to consider before we go on chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And another thing, with this picture, reminds me of the responsibility that we have, to make sure that there's people depending, to a certain extent on the game, right?
Yeah,
And so we just have to make sure that it's rock solid for everybody, fair and stabilized, right? We can't
yeah.
have like these fluctuations of variability of all kinds of things, like from the monetary perspective to participation perspective.
Hmm. Yeah, the last
So
one. Yeah,
I was
this is
just going to
we
read
will
it.
all. Yeah, go ahead. There's a lot of comments here.
Yeah, I think the counter to the exploit is that computing power to require the amount of accounts to run. For sure. Yeah, you do need powerful computers to do this. It's way harder than you think, with the undigitizations and challenges. Yeah, for sure. Patrick DY wants to create a Rovi lounge bar. Oh, that's cool.
But
That's like a 3D like design and stuff. That would be cool.
like in Decentraland
Or
in the
yeah,
Philippines,
Decentraland or in like real life. Because Neb is saying that we will meet up in the Philippines. Dude, I'm
I'm totally
down.
down for that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We gotta start traveling, dude.
Yeah, mingling.
I think that's going to be like an activity for next year, right? We got to get out and about and like start attending some of these freaking conferences, and
Yeah. I
we
mean,
got to
pretty
let
soon you're gonna see me, doing presentations like Miles is doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
I have to do that, right? I need to preach the good gospel out there. I mean,
Yeah, it's either that or they just stay not knowing, dude. It's pretty much
yeah,
that's what it is. They just
that's
won't
the
know
alternative.
until you make them know.
That's right.
Gotta wear the black turtleneck.
Black turtle.
I need to come up with my own signature, dude.
I mean, I
I
think you're
can't.
doing okay, dude. I don't know. What do you think? What could it be?
I need something, some sort of signature. I don't know. I don't know what that could be.
Fuck.
Let's see.
Just get like really jacked or
Maybe
something, dude. You'll be like the jacked
get
guy.
really.
Yeah. Just be like, dude, that's that jacked guy. Like everyone knows you by that. Just be
So
shredded, dude.
never saying that this is happening in real life, man.
What?
This
The
bar in
bar?
the Philippines.
Oh
Well, it
my
looks like
god,
I
dude.
Man. Yeah, this.
Okay, if that's really happening in real life, like, dude, we're going.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
We're
dude.
going, 100%.
Beta
In the
launch
Philippines.
party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beta launch party in the Philippines.
We need a
All
base
right, San
camp in
Diego.
Philippines. Oh, hey Trey, I'm
San Diego.
going to San Diego in a couple weeks. Actually, like in like 8 or 9 days. You should definitely dox yourself so we can hang out. You know what I mean?
Well, I think Trey's docked already. So,
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
uh, Greens for Rovi awareness event in Manila. So I guess that's a city. I'm not aware. That base camp makes us sound like a military. The Rovi militia. Hell yeah. So Trey's down, man.
All right, right on, dude. Yeah, I think it's the 10th or the 11th when I fly out there. So I'll definitely hit you up, dude, on the Discord. We could
How many days are you gonna be out there?
we should do like a hold on, let me like 4 or 5 days, I think. Yeah,
Okay. All
something
right.
like
I'm
that.
gonna jump into Discord here. I'm gonna activate the giveaway. All right,
Oh,
everybody head to our Discord. And if you're not in our Discord, Dolly, if you could share the link to the Discord, that would be helpful. All right, here we go.
Dolly wants to go too. I mean, you guys can go. I'm definitely down.
Yeah, it just depends which days, just because meetings and such.
I think it's like the 11th through like the 15th or something like that. So yeah, letting you guys know. You guys are more than welcome to experience San Diego. San Diego. How's the weather up there, Trey? Just curious. I mean, it's like always perfect year round, isn't it? I think it's a little too
Yeah.
cold to get in the water, though. That's the problem. Too chilly. Capital City, Philippines, Manila. Is that where that's where Patrick is? Manila. Yeah, dude. I definitely want to get to know the world a little bit better. Yeah, as we grow for our Rovi economy, we definitely want to visit all the hubs. Cause yeah, like that image again, dude. It just brought me back to wow, dude. But that's the thing. Back in those days, that image had like a negative connotation to it because it was like an illegal black market type activity,
Mhm.
and there's like a narrative of human exploitation at the time, right? All these
Yeah.
people walked into like sweatshop type environments, and they were being paid basically nothing for their human labors. And the organizers of these types of endeavors were taking the large lion's share of the profits. But in this economy, like this is a full independent, like entrepreneurial endeavor. Like you reap all the rewards for your human efforts, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And to me, this is a much more liberating picture than the one World of Warcraft kind of bred. Yeah, it was definitely co-opted by nefarious forces, but nonetheless, this has the potential for anybody who has like a connection and a hardware device to participate.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's what the new economy looks like, dude. Would you rather do that, like just be chilling with your bros, playing a game, earning some sustainable living for yourself, or would you rather like be locked into a cubicle office all day long with people you really don't like, getting yelled at by bosses who really don't like you? doing a
Yeah,
job, making people rich who really don't like you either. It's like you're just kind of there to make them rich. Like, what would you rather do?
yeah. That's a no-brainer, dude.
There you go. That's
And
the new economy.
that's right. Right. It's like you know how we saw in the last 10 years like the gig economy explode? Well, this
Yeah.
is like the new digital version of the gig economy. Now you can like have so many opportunities and most of them are probably going to be through the metaverse.
That's what we're predicting, dude. Shoot. We're talking billions of new people with
Speaking of
opportunity.
there's this new metaverse guy. Well, I wouldn't say new, but he's been talking about the metaverse for a while. His name is Matthew Bell. Have you ever heard of him, my man?
So the guy who made that video that's like real highly edited and
That one.
produced.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
Yeah,
him?
so anyway, he has a book called The Metaverse, and I'm gonna read it.
Of course
But
he does.
anyway, yeah, so he is predicting 30 to 60 trillion dollars for the metaverse,
Now they're
and
just getting
so
silly.
yeah, right, it is pretty silly. But he says that by the time the metaverse really takes over, it probably won't even be called the metaverse. It'll just be called like the new internet, like just a part of the internet.
No, I don't think they'll call it the internet. To be honest, I don't know.
Well, I mean, it'll
they'll,
be called
they'll have
something.
to. Well, yeah, the internet and the metaverse are very distinguishable things. Like
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know. To me.
I mean, the internet right now, you think of like web pages and like just 2D stuff, but the internet, when like in the future, it's just going to be in 3D, and it'll just be called the internet. It's like, hey, jump in with me, so we can like,
Yeah,
it won't
yeah,
be a metaverse. Like right now, we call it the metaverse because there's a difference between today's internet and the metaverse. But maybe in the future,
It's
it'll
a
just be
slow
the internet.
morph.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I think if just like over time, like the meaning of the word will just kind of like lose its utility. Like you don't need to refer to anything, any activity you do within the metaverse is like, yeah, I'm hopping in the metaverse. It's more like
yeah,
it's like you don't like address the fact that we live in a physical reality normally, right? We just kind of
right,
like we all share that understanding without ever having to like
yeah. To
rephrase it to
distinguish
one
it.
another. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
hey, isn't it nice being in this physical world? It's like, no, it's like, isn't it nice being in Chicago or like in Houston or it's nice being in Europe? Like
yeah,
we have places and things and, you know,
yeah,
geographic places to visit and be a part of and, participate in those economies, whatever the fuck. Like, so the metaverse will have that. It'll have their own like distinguishable areas within it. And that's what people will say. Yeah, I'm in New Ganymede. I'm in the other
yeah,
side. I'm in Decentraland, whatever the fuck. Those are going to be the things people talk about, not like, hey, it's in the beginning, and then even now because the metaverse has such a bad word to it.
yeah. It
At some
does.
point, I'm sure in the future we're going to have to dump that word in like in its whole,
Yeah.
to get the people like the masses like interested. You know,
I can definitely see that happening, and it's just going to be interesting. Like even now that we spend some time in the digital space, we refer to like physical activities as like side quests. Like the
yeah,
physical stuff like kind of sucks, and we want to stay in the digital stuff just because it's easier, faster, better.
yeah,
I remember we were talking about Reddit, how they just kind of hide it.
Yeah, yeah, dude, that's a good point. That's a good example of what the future internet is going to be. It's like everything's just
yeah.
hidden and just simple.
Yeah, like I said, these pitches of an alternate reality, an alternate existence, they're not as appealing to you know, Westerners who live in ideal realities, So it's like,
Yeah,
what do you mean? You're trying to pitch to me like I should, spend my time and earn my money from this virtual world? Why? I could do that
yeah,
in the real world. Well, that's why it's a tough sell. It's a tough pitch, but it's a much easier one to people whose reality is not a pleasant one. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah.
I think now had the same thought either at the same time or I don't know. To TJ is like I can see the possibility of the metaverse being called something else in the future. Think
Hmm.
how Red is calling its wallet a vault.
Yeah. See, Web3 words are bad
They're
words
they're
to
bad
the
words.
West.
Yeah.
To the West, yes, they are. So you kind of
Yeah.
gotta you gotta finesse a little bit, Call the metaverse like we're gonna sell digital experiences. We're not gonna sell metaverses, You know, just like we're selling digital collectibles, not NFTs. You know,
Yeah.
digital experiences. That's something I want to be a part of. You know,
Yeah. Right.
Rihanna
Right.
wants me to be a part of her digital experience, dude. Let's go. You know,
Yeah. It's like,
why
wait a
not?
minute, I can
Rihanna
own.
made a metaverse. No thanks. You know,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
It was like, wait a minute, I can own a digital experience. I want one of those.
Yeah, yeah. Own your digital. I don't know. Well, that the marketers figure out how to. This is
Yeah.
marketing's job, dude. Marketing has to somehow solve this problem. How do you convince people that this shit is worthy? You know,
Yeah.
that's a tough task.
Yeah. It's funny what happens to the masses when you airdrop them NFTs that end up going for like a couple hundred to a few $1,000s. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, digital collectibles. That's cool.
I'm telling them it's an NFT.
Yeah. All right, giveaway. Let's see. We got 2 minutes left. Head over to the Discord and interact with that little emoji. There's 43 entries, 7 winners.
Yeah, people find that their Web3 experiences can connect in a metaverse, then they might get more excited about it. Yeah, I agree. I think once the metaverse is bring more technology to the game, um, to where we can obviously prove that all this Web3 stuff has like applicability and utility in the metaverse, then yeah, they'll be much more excited, right? Once they can see
Mhm.
their DeFi applications like functioning in a virtual environment, they can see their NFTs companioning them or giving them companionship in the
Yeah.
metaverse. You know, telling them like servicing them like Google or Alexa
Mhm.
does, like on a day-to-day basis. Like only in the metaverse can you do this stuff, right? But right now the metaverse is a like a desert when it comes to technology.
Yeah.
It's just a giant diorama basically right now,
Basically,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But the companion category is gonna be so huge in the metaverse. Like, it's gonna be
Well, hell
huge.
yeah.
It's gonna be your mobile cell phone in the metaverse, right? You're gonna ask your Rovi, it's like Google questions. It's like, "Hey, Rovi,
Yeah.
where can I go and find, the best financial opportunity?" And it's gonna give you a bunch of, like, different locations in the metaverse to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, or that, or it's just gonna understand you so well because it like listens to all your text conversations and your voice conversations, and then you talk to it on an individual
Yeah,
basis. And all this is information it could use to like really understand you better than anybody. And then it just like
yeah,
knows your moods and
yeah,
when you're sad, when you're happy. It's gonna be the best companion. It's gonna be literally dogs that can talk and like are
yeah,
intelligent dogs. You know what I mean? Who's not
yeah.
gonna want to spend their time in that environment? You know.
Dude, I totally agree. I mean,
But we got a ways
that's
to go, dude.
yeah,
We got a
hold on.
ways to go.
We got some winners. We got congratulations to Mina, LED, Stinky, The Love is Blue, Niao. Congratulations, Chan, and Brohan. 7 NFTs. All right. Don't forget to DM me, or I'm going to say DM Dahlia your ETH address.
We need an AR component to Rovi. I agree. I always wanted to see Rovies like on our little table there. You know,
Oh, for sure.
I don't know how we
We're,
could
we're
do
definitely
that.
we're definitely gonna look into that. I think it's possible, but have a little Roby kind of like roam around on the table.
Something, yeah. Or like we said, if we can inject enough like intelligence into a Rovi, it'd be nice to be with them in the metaverse and outside of it, and just all at all times. Well, I guess AR nowadays is being considered part of the metaverse, right? So,
Yeah, everything is now. Anything digital is the metaverse.
damn, dude, maybe Zuckerberg's onto something with that with Quest Pro. You know,
Yeah,
dual purpose
yeah,
device.
yeah. Mark, what's his name? MKBHD just did a review of it, and he
Yeah,
said he liked it.
dude, Meta is one of the most interesting like companies I think of our time for sure. Like especially now
Yeah,
because they're down like 80% on their stock price. So now is like a really good time to kind of weigh and evaluate the true value of that company and like their longevity potential, because as far as like they still generate so much revenue, not like from their main products. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people aren't considering that, I guess, because they're spending so much of that on the metaverse, right? So I don't know, man. It's one of those crazy, like, once in a generation opportunities, right? If they succeed, they will be like the biggest company on earth. You know,
They
of
will.
course, nobody wants that. Nobody wants Facebook to control the metaverse, right? But they are positioning themselves to do that, right?
Yeah.
They're going all in. So I don't know. We need to make a video on that, like a whole podcast. That should be the next one, because
Yeah.
I'm very interested. Like, this is a very unique, like, event. I think it'd be like, imagine if one company was like, I don't know, who was the company positioned the most, like one of the most successful companies pre-internet, like IBM, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it had to be IBM.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if they just like went all in on the internet, and like they're building the infrastructure to it, like all the hardware components to it. Like they're just everything. Like 40% of their capex was like internet. Is
Yeah.
that like, what would you have thought about that company at the time? Like, man, that's risky, right? But what if they would have succeeded? They would be like the biggest company on earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If they've done that, they would have succeeded. They would have been the biggest company on earth.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing to go over. Meta / Facebook is run by the government, unlimited budget. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude.
I mean, if that was true, the government would be intelligent. Because I remember when Zuckerberg went into Congress, they were asking him, was like, "How do you make money when your product is free?" And like, it's not a good representation of like what Congress understands. It's pretty terrible what they know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oscar
Matt
says
King,
Zuckerberg will control the digital world, and Elon will control the real world. Yeah, dude. When does Elon enter the metaverse race? You know he's gonna at some point, right?
he's gonna do it through Twitter, right? Twitter Spaces, that's virtual spaces, right?
Well, that and
That's
the
what is it?
Neuralink, right? He's already like way
And
ahead
Rovi.
of Facebook on like brain computer interfacing, isn't he? Or
Yeah,
I mean, he's in
yeah,
that same race, because obviously Meta is also reaching for that same like golden goose, that brain computer interfacing.
yeah.
We saw it with their little like no hand movement, like control gestures and stuff like that. Like they're on their way, right? So
Yeah, and
Elon's
Facebook
in the
barely had
metaverse,
layoffs.
whether you like it or not.
That's true. Facebook had layoffs for the first time in 15 years. That's crazy. Doge
Everybody's,
for Twitter.
yeah. I mean, they're getting pounded hard, like really bad, like really,
Yeah.
really, really bad. But my instinct is to
Well,
always like use that as like a buy signal. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for us. That was the Rovi call for every Thursday, 10 p.m. UTC. We're going to be back next week. Stay tuned for a Monday call. It's still it's a game time decision, but yeah, we'll be back at minimum next week, Thursday, 10 p.m. And have a good weekend. Stay safe. We're going to be heading to the Philippines to open up this bar
Hell yeah.
and probably do a podcast over there live with everybody.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, dude. All right, guys. Appreciate you. And we will catch you in the next live call.
Peace.